I'm very happy today that we are graduating plus minus 31 of the Beach Stewards. That is a program that started 3 years ago. But in terms of the National Youth Intervention Programs in the Department of Tourism, it started in 2011. As I joined in 2017, I found the program of training chefs, food safety assurers, even your tourist guides, and household services. People want to deal with that, accommodation services, food and bev. It's quite a variety of these young intervention programs that as government we've listened to say they must not then after training just be trained. It's not a training just for training, it's a training that is really having been looked at, conceptualized, and 70% of it is actually practical training. 30% is theory. That gives them then that after these programs, 60% of them get to be employed. But I'm grateful to the employers as well to have given us a chance as government to implement this program, because we could have had a good program but without takers from the private sector to make sure that they can allow these learners, because it is a program targeting young people that are between ages of 18 and 35. They're unemployed, but they've got interest in terms of tourism and hospitality. And then along that passion of theirs, then we train them, give them. This training was 28 months, nearly 3 years. In that we give them a stipend. In that we make sure that they can be able to be assisted. WESA was the implementing agent for us, and they did a good work, because I'm very painful a bit, because out of 200 that we targeted in 3 provinces, mainly to be trained in our coastal provinces, which is KZN, started there, and then Eastern Cape, and then Western Cape. But we managed to take those who were also even far from the oceans, far from the sea, so that they can be able to know what is happening within there and what is it that they can do better. And out of the 200 we targeted, the money that we allocated from 2016, 17, 18, it is money that is up to 39,600,000 rands.
For this program?
Yes. That is the money that we allocated within the expanded public works program. And our human resource department then tried to make sure that they can implement it then. And I'm grateful that amongst the 200, 151 graduating. I started in KZN last week. Today I'm here is the 11th. I'll be at George on the 18th. And on the 25th, I'll be closing off with the Cape Town. So in this, the 151, some of them are already employed, like the one that started his own business. And most of them are also talking to the environment. President launched the Green Deeds program, which is saying let's clean our environments, let's clean our places, so that when people come there, they can want to come back again to South Africa, because we've got it clean. And it's assisting us as well for conservation, so that we conserve for other generations to come, so that when they see our country, as he said, President, last year, we've got a beautiful country amongst countries that are in the world. And we must make destination marketing a reality. And we must make sure that as government, we try skills development is the one. Yes program, he is driving it with the CEOs. But this one as well is giving a good opportunity for many of the students, because they've got this 70% practical training and 30%, just getting the theory. But they are able then to get employment. This program gets about 40, 50 employment. It's unlike that as of chefs, food safety assurers, household services or accommodation services, food and bev. There is 60-70% placement. Then the 30% also start their own facilities. We've got a good case story in Limpopo. We were there last year dealing with the chefs' graduations. Ntswaki Confectionery is a young woman who has been given an opportunity. We've got an agreement that we signed with Awesome Travel and Work under the leadership of Glenn. He's going out, making sure that he gives opportunities to these young people. 800 of them, as we speak now, are working in the US. For 1 year, for 2 years, they're able to hone their skills there, know the culture. One of them, they are working, not one, they're about 40 who are working at Broadmoor, if not 50. Broadmoor is one of the holiday resorts in the world that are counted from 1 to 10 in the world. And most of our students are there, making sure that they can be able, they've got 18 kitchens. We went there in July, see them in action, because we're talking to employer bodies. It was so fulfilling to see young people being given a second chance, because we pay for them. As I said, one student cost can be plus minus 70,000. But as government, we spend this money to make sure that we can then give them skills, give them the opportunity for a second chance. Some of them, when they come back, given the chance to go and work abroad, like US, we've got Unos Puambele. I've been talking this, I'm like a broken record, talking about her 23-year-old. Got the opportunity, trained to be a pastry chef. 1 year certificate, 2-year diploma, 3-year pastry full chef. And she got an opportunity to go and work in the US. Guess what? She came back, built a mother house. Being a young person, I was like, this 23-year-old thinks deep. Doesn't think designer clothes. You've got outlets in the US. Never thought about an expensive car. I mean, getting dollars, you could afford a very splash car. But she thought my mother. So she's a change agent. I call her a change agent because she's helped us as government not to build the mother RDP house. She's built the mother. So this program is doing that. Many students. We've got Abo Tembeline, who's a good case study of being a chef as well. Have the opportunity and work for one and only. But with the stipend money, he did something, paid lobola to the girlfriend and took the child to a better school, worked for one and only. And today he's in the cruise ship because he was doing much more than whatever she was doing, and he was recognized as the best from this particular youth intervention programs. So if I had a way, we would double this, and I hope even for those who will come after elections, we'll continue with this program, because this is one program that is really making, impact, changing. You heard Spamandla talking about his story. What I like most from him, he started his own business within this industry.
You heard that correctly. I run my own business. A tourism business, and I'm ready to take your bookings. Running my own business at such a tender age, it's never been easy. It's been quite challenging, but a combination of my passion for tourism and hospitality, coupled together with the experience that I got from Woodlands, coupled together with the experience I got from Woodlands through the Tourism Blue Flag program, and I'm bound to be the most successful businessman to come up of Camden-on-Sea. And that I'll forever be grateful to this program for being the stepping stone.
It will help me because I'm passionate about education, and this program entailed environmental education. So in the future, I'm thinking of furthering this qualification by doing a facilitator course within the education field and work in the education field at the end of the day.
I am excited and I am emotionally. It's mixed emotions. It's going to open doors for me, and I am grateful for that.
I'm a qualified environmental educator now after graduating today. So many of the tourism industry mainly, it's going to be opening doors. Yes.
Now that I've obtained a certificate I believe that I have more opportunities in the environmental sectors, because now I can do anything I want within the environment. Like, for example, I had a passion for recycling. So now that everything is fine, I've got my certificate, so I'm thinking of opening my own recycling company.
Now that you have a paper, there are many of you. 200 young people embarked on this journey 28 months ago, and I'm proud of you that you've completed it today. But the question is, what sets you apart? What sets you apart from the young boy or the young girl next to you? What makes you different? What will you be remembered for? South Africa is hungry for young people who are passionate and stand for their truth. What is your truth? What is your message to the world? It won't start in the world. It begins in your community. In fact, it begins inside of you. And if you don't have those conversations inside of you, you will never ever be able to start them again.